Welcome to CATtheMinion YouTube channel. My name is Teresa, but you can call me Cat. This is going to be a reading for Pisces, in a sort of horoscope, astrological kind of situation. I'm doing triangulation. I was going to do these in pairs and do a yin-yang relationship check-in, but I had a synchronicity thanks to one of my lovely viewers, and I've decided that we're doing triangulation. And then I figured out that I have to do those individually. So I'm trying to make them kind of shorter. And I got kind of drifty in the Aquarius one. So hopefully this will be a little bit more snappy and not as rambly. This is the Blessed Bee deck, Lucy Cavendish. And this is the Legacy of the Divine Tarot by Cairo Marchetti. So I did clear and shuffle them. I'm just going to get on a little bit more. I almost want to shuffle these in together. So I probably should hopefully remember to check the view, because I forgot to do that for Aquarius. I need one of these to start. Actually, let me get one to finish. I need one to finish with. Okay, that's what we're finishing with. A triangle. So give me the past. Give me the present. I saw that card, and I wish I hadn't, because now I'm kind of tweaked about the direction that it's in. And I'll get one to start with. Okay, apparently I'm getting two to start with. I had custom doubles in Aquarius's reading also. Okay. Let me get this in here a little better. No. No, sorry. That was pretty nasty. Hope nobody got seasick. It's about as good as I can tell. It matches my nail polish. Okay, so triangulation. This is the past and the present and the future. Past, present, and future floating in space. And this is, like, what happens after going through this, like, loop. Like, if this is the eye of the needle, this is what result is after going through that. There's some events going on that is sort of in position to change things in different aspects of your timeline as a multi-level soul. And this is what's in the other plane of existence from this one. So, if that makes sense, hopefully. But there's a partition between this before and after, and then this past, present, and future. So let's look at what's going on here. We have this double. I have a blessing on growing older, number 38, with the moon energy. And a blessing to find the truth, number 25, with skinnier moon energy. So we have a younger woman here with a white raven and some other corvid friends. And she looks a lot like the Empress. And this woman looks like the crone. And the difference between this is 13, which is a death cycle. There's a transformation. A blessing to find the truth and a blessing on growing older. It's kind of giving this, like, there's this idea of gaining wisdom in growing older. I also see this sort of North Star situation here. It's like, I don't want to wait until I'm 80 to figure out what the hell I'm doing with my life. Like, I need my personal truth now. Like, I can't waste any more time. Like, I need to learn to be myself now. And it's something that we see that older that older generations might not have done. You know, they might have been stuck in patterns, either generational, like pertaining to their generation, or generational pertaining to ancestry. Like, this is how we are, this is what we do, don't deviate, you're gonna be you're gonna do what society expects of you. And instead of figuring out what your life purpose is, because if you don't sort of adhere to your life purpose, you're not going to complete the lessons that you came here to learn, and you're going to be caught in these sort of karma cycles, which is kind of what these Celtic knots here make me think of. Being just looping around and around and around in these karmic cycles. Like trying to find the end of the room on one of those Escher stairs paint drawings. You just come out on the ceiling and end up where you started. So a blessing on growing older. Right? It's sort of like, if you're in line with your purpose, being older physically isn't going to, it's not a punishment. Right? It's like, what did I do with the first half of my life? What, like, oh my God, I've wasted so much time. It's like the best time to start is 20 years ago. The second best time to start is now. And either way, there's a transformation waiting to happen, an ascension, a transition, with that difference of 13. Okay, so this is for Pisces. Okay. Sort of a very dreamy state. So looking at the past, we have the Lovers inverted. Now, this could be bad relationship energy, but for me, it makes me think I've been sick. Right? I'm worried that I'm not going to make it to be older, or I don't want to, like, I'm afraid that I'm going to be sick when I'm old. Like, I'm not going to be able to do what I want to do. When I've worked my ass off so hard during my entire life. Like, my body aches, I'm only 35, like, how am I gonna enjoy my retirement when I can't even move? Like, I'm physically unwell, because one of the aspects of this is healing. But this can also be a distortion in the masculine and feminine energy. And it's also a choice, right? I never chose to put myself first. I followed what I was told. Right? I didn't have a choice. I didn't have enough information to have any kind of critical discernment in my life. But the chances are, like, if you're not in your own energy and you're sort of shut off from yourself, your body is going to tell you, it's going to say, hey, listen, by knocking out your kidneys or your thyroid, or putting a hole in your heart, or breaking your ankle, or giving you the sniffles until you sort of stop moving for a second, emotionally, physically, mentally, in order to get that download. And what is the download? It's the truth, 25, which is a 7. Now, the 7 on the 25 is enough to overcome this 6. But there's this sort of back and forth between, like, oh my God, like, I'm running out of time. Like, it's just gonna downhill from here. Like, shit. So let's look at the present, which is also a double. Ace of Cups inverted. I have the sads, right? Not following my heart. Depression. And the 7 of Wands inverted. 7 of Wands is like, I'm standing up for what I believe in, or I'm not letting anybody in. So this could be, oh, I'm letting down my guard, I'm letting people in, but it could also be like, I stopped standing up for what I believe in, and now I'm depressed. Like maybe I wasn't even allowed to start. This is 8 total, which makes me think of 8 of Cups. 8 of Cups. That's not what it meant. It makes me think of Ace of Swords. No. It makes me think of 8 of Swords trapped in a mental prison. That's the image that I see. The toilet paper prison. 8 of Swords. But it's coming in this sort of like gut and emotional place. Like, I had passion, I had something in my heart that I wanted to do, but there's a block there. This is Gemini energy over here. It's a 7 of Wands. Traditionally Mars in Leo. But I did reassign it Pluto energy. This is making me think of the pre-shadow to Pluto retrograde that we have right now, even though everything is direct for like another month and a half. But it's also making me think of moon energy to some degree, because there's moons over here. But it's sort of a background energy. It's like the sky going dark at midday, and the villagers don't understand what an eclipse is, so they think the sun is dying. Or it's sort of like I'm letting the light in me decay. And that's where this old feeling comes from. Right? It's like I'm going to be 40 next year. Like I may as well be dead because there's nothing more interesting from here on out. It's that like giving up, like I've wasted my life kind of energy. And it's very lamenting. It's like burnout, emotional burnout, but there is sort of a physical aspect to it, but it's not showing up. It's not really showing up physically. It's weird. It's very much more emotional health, but with this wands inverted, it might make me think more like ulcers, heartburn, gallbladder or pancreatitis kind of injuries to the body. Like poison. Let's look at the future. 10 of Wands. The future in this is always in the challenge position. This is Saturn in Sagittarius. 10. This is coming in as a low vibration of, I want to say the wheel, but it's coming in as a low vibration of the universe. Why did I say the universe? The world card. It's called the universe in the Thoth deck. A low vibration of the world. Oh, look, it said triangulation. And this is a triangle here, too. The spread is called triangulation. This is a completion. But it's like I'm completing or releasing a burden. I have 6. I have 7. If I add this ace, I've got 8, but it's in reverse. It's like I'm going. It's like I'm trying to go forward, but there's a car that started to move next to me, and it's messing with my head, and I feel sick to my stomach because suddenly it feels like I'm moving backwards. I just got hit with some relativity. This is like the 9 of Wands is like, I'm so tired of this crap. Like I'm done. I'm not gonna defend this anymore. This is like I've been crushed by the weight of everything. But again, it's this completion energy. I don't know why that's coming in the future, though. I mean, it's in a challenge position, so it is sort of like it's being turned over. But there's something else about that. Let me look at this outcome kind of card. A blessing of forgiveness, 31. And I did say that was like the world. A low vibration of the world. For forgiveness, with more moon energy. 31 and then 13. It's like something's being flipped, like flipping the script. This forgiveness, it's more of like to yourself. Like, oh, I hate myself for, you know, adhering to what everyone around me wanted to do. Because it's like if you go around saying like, oh, I forgive you for this, I forgive you for that, I forgive you for that. And they're like, that's normal. Like, why are you making such a big deal of it? Or that didn't happen, or I have no idea what you're talking about. And this idea that like you can't move on until you've forgiven everybody. But some people don't care, don't want to know, don't want to be forgiven, don't understand what it's for. And then you're just sort of left holding this, like, I have to do the thing. This is interesting because it's like a little portal, or like one of those, what is it called? A something-tron? A magnetron? That's what that looks like, a magnetron. The Empress and the Magician. And this is like the Empress and the High Priestess over here. But she looks like the Maiden. What is this? This is kind of obscure. This is sort of like forgiving yourself for quote-unquote wasting your life. It's like, I need to not dwell on the past. I need to be able to transmute and move away from that which was not satisfying. It's like, if I understand that I still have time in my life to achieve what resonates in my heart, then I'm not so burdened down by life that I can't even move forward. It's like, it's not, I'm not, like, I'm not a piece of crap for experiencing what I've experienced, and I am not dead yet, so I can still heal and move forward. I feel like there's still something that I'm missing in this reading. I'm gonna get another card. Okay. Blessing of the Waters, 4. And a blessing for a mother, 12. So this is the Empress energy again, and this Waters is like the ace here, but it's coming in with this number 4 that's on this 31. 12 is breaking down to 3. 3 and then 3, but also combining into 4. Aquarius's reading was trying to ramp up in terms of 3, 6, 9. Here it's more, it's like different number progression. I see 6 and I see 7 and I see potentially 8, and then I have 10. The number 9 is missing. I've got 11 and I've got 7 over here. 12 and 4, that's a Tower moment. And then 420 is the Judgment. See, this is very kind of similar to Aquarius reading, but the whole thing is that timelines that have been really hazy are starting to solidify. So what's coming through this reading has more to do with nurturing, but it's all of the self in all of this sort of a quiet emotional state related to health. And here it's emotional health, emotional nurturing that's been unavailable, so that you feel wasted. Not like, dude, I'm so wasted, but like I'm wasting away to nothing. Like pieces of me are being broken away. But it's all a very emotional state. But it's having an effect in probably in some kind of indigestion, diarrhea, like yellow bile. It's probably coming out that way because there's wands there. Like maybe vomiting, stress vomiting. That's what it looks like. And I'm not saying that's all that it could be, but the transformation here for Pisces with this timeline solidification, with the new year of the water tiger, fire and water together, there's this idea of trying to capture something passionate that has to do with emotion. Hopefully that helps. Okay. If you want to get a personal reading, let me move the camera. The complete list of readings that I offer and how much they cost is in the description box below here. But you can also download a PDF from my WordPress, or you can email me and I'll get that to you. If you found this interesting or useful or helpful, you can donate, energy exchange, hit that tip jar. It's PayPal, Cash App, or Venmo. I also have coloring books, dark poetry, merch, prints, and actual art items over here on Etsy. Get these guys and chapbook packs, which is like synchronicity stimulus, and some drawings and paintings and all kinds of groovy stuff. Some of it's psychedelic, some of it's not. Got a couple of my angel drawings from my entity channelings over there. Coupon code 3star17, you'll get 17% off your purchase of 3 or more items. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, check out my playlists tab, and stay groovy, and we'll see you later. Bye.